afternoon, folks, and welcome to the Chris Salcedo Show here on Newsmax. California is telling their people not to charge their electric cars for fear of blackouts. This after pretty boy Gavin Newsom declared gas-driven cars would be banned in that state in a matter of years. For the first time, some Californians are awakening to the cost of their uninformed and unintelligent vote for Democrats who are equally uninformed and unintelligent. Still, most Californians remain ignorant of the source of their pain. Electing leftists comes with a steep cost. That's our focus in today's preamble. Somebody with the handle Arkansas Worker made this observation of America under the rule of America Last Democrats. USA to Ukraine, here's $8 billion. USA to Israel, here's $3.3 billion. USA to Taiwan, here's $1 billion. USA to Mississippi, hey, don't drink the water. Now, this post isn't meant to suggest that America should shirk from our global responsibilities. Rather, it suggests that it's wrong to abandon our own people while we're adhering to those responsibilities. While we're on the topic of irresponsible spending, the Socialists and the Democrat Party pushed through a $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill. Where the hell did all that money go? Should the Republican state of Mississippi be wanting for infrastructure help after the Democrats passed their so-called infrastructure bill? As it turns out, the money didn't go to infrastructure. It likely went to pad the pockets of Democrat donors. And just like the Socialists' Affordable Care Act that didn't make health care affordable for the vast majority of Americans, just like the infrastructure bill isn't fixing any infrastructure, the $750 billion Inflation Reduction Act doesn't reduce inflation. And now that the Democrats have pulled off another con job on their clueless voters, cramming the Build Back Broke bill down our throats, Democrats are admitting it was all a lie.
As you mentioned, the Inflation Reduction Act, that might be the name, but it's a huge environmental bill that includes a lot of things, such as the tax credits necessary to make these kind of developments.
And we have another example of Democrats flushing your money right down the toilet, just in case you thought your great-grandkids' money was going to benefit a law-abiding society. Well, you can think again. Democrats don't do law-abiding. The Washington Free Beacon reports that socialists' favorite unfair and thuggish agency, the IRS, sent more than 1.1 million jailed individuals China virus stimulus checks. The total cost, $1 billion. Roughly 163,000 of those recipients are people serving life sentences without the possibility of parole. Gee, I wonder what $1 billion could have done for the drinking water in GOP-led Mississippi. Meanwhile, the United States taxes and spends the most per capita on GovEd than any other nation on the planet, yet left-wing GovEd produces academic scores that are near the bottom of the middle of the pack among the industrialized nations. Why? Because GovEd, dominated by Democrats, isn't about teaching and learning math, science, reading, and writing anymore.
It is the video that has parents in Greenwich and around the nation talking tonight. Take a look. A school administrator caught on hidden camera saying he doesn't hire conservatives or Catholics.
Hey, you heard that correctly. According to News 12 The Bronx and multiple other news outlets, a left-wing school administrator is on leave because journalists in an undercover sting operation got this paragon of GovEd to admit that GovEd discriminates. As many of you know, reports have sounded the alarm for weeks about a teacher shortage in government-run schools. But if you're older than 30, a conservative, and a Catholic, well, don't bother applying for a job at Coscob Elementary School in Greenwich, Connecticut. The undercover video revealed that the school's assistant principal, Jeremy Boland, preferred left-wing kook teachers because, quote, the open-minded, more progressive teachers are actually more savvy about delivering a democratic message without really ever having to mention their politics, end quote. With the socialists in charge, GovEd is now dedicating to teaching the Democrats' message, a message which is the opposite of science, learning, and critical thinking. It is not illegal to discriminate against conservatives in hiring. Political ideology is not a protected class. However, it is illegal to discriminate based on age and religion. For years, the GOP, under the likes of Mitch McConnell and Kevin McCarthy, have been perfectly comfortable forcing conservatives, Republicans, and independent parents to pay for GovEd to indoctrinate our kids to the, quote, Democrats' message. These Republicans have done so with my utter contempt. And as recent elections show, America is paying a steep price for the go-along to get-along Republicans surrendering our kids to Democrats' deviancy. Now, it's not all bad news, my friends. Americans are now in the mood for a tax revolt, preferring to tell the Surrender Caucus GOP and the lying Democrats to go pound sand. In liberal San Francisco, business owners are threatening to withhold tax money from a bloated and ineffective government. In San Francisco, their progressive policies for the homeless have led to human feces on every corner and drug needles on school grounds. Those who pay the freight have had enough of politicians who never have to live in the world they create for the rest of us. Those businesses are tired of funding our own misery and our own destruction. Now, I could go on, but you all get the picture. Electing Democrats and do-nothing Republicans is a proven recipe for misery, poverty, lawlessness, and the destruction of the next generation. Those of you out there who pretend, oh, it doesn't matter who we elect, current events are slapping you right in the face. You better wake up. And fast. Our time grows short.